It's the 16th of November, 2013, in Cincinnati, Ohio. 20-year-old Portia Lynn Brooks is in a parked car with her boyfriend Aaron Martin. A nearby school camera captures 3 men, one of which is Jaleel Markeith Smith Riley, walking on the same street where the car was parked. 15 minutes later, an eyewitness calls 911.
There was a guy outside of the car who looked like he was bleeding from multiple spots.
That has a lady in it, and she's bleeding.
Brooks reportedly passed on days later, and her boyfriend Martin suffered severe brain damage. Police reports revealed that the two had been random targets of robbers who paid the price. 2 years down the line, Smith Riley is hoping to avoid the death penalty by pleading guilty to the double shooting. However, the family of Portia weren't having it.
He ruined my life. He not only killed her, but he killed me. Mentally, emotionally. I have to deal with life without Portia, so he should deal with life without parole.
Smith Riley receives life imprisonment without parole and collapses on hearing his sentences. Number 3. In March 2013, Latrice Mays, a mother of 5, went missing. The case turned into a homicide investigation after evidence showed that her boyfriend, Jaleel Hoskins, was with her on the day of her disappearance. This evidence came in no other form than his brother, who testified against him in court.
I guess he was thinking about it.
Thinking about what?
About doing it.
Doing what?
Killing him.
When Hoskins's trial began, prosecutors argued that he had stabbed Mays's ex-boyfriend and killed Mays so she wouldn't tell on him. The police believe Hoskins had wrapped up his girlfriend in a blanket after stabbing her and threw her in the trash. However, Mays's body was never found. On day 3 of the trial, Hoskins broke down and pleaded guilty to second-degree murder charges.
Well, that surprised everybody, including the judge and family members.
After his sentence was hand done, the killer was anything but calm when he heard he'll be spending 50 to 100 years in jail.
I love you, Mom!
Number 2.
That was wrong. That was so wrong.
In the early hours of February 9th, 2014, Olivia Culbreth, after consuming an unholy amount of alcohol, got behind the wheels of her Camaro and drove at a speed of 100 mph. Her Camaro crashed into a Ford Explorer, carrying 3 generations of the same family, killing them instantly. 2 people in Culbreth's car were also killed as well, her sister and best friend. This wasn't the first time Culbreth was pulling a stunt like this. In fact, her license had just been reinstated a month before the deadly crash after being taken away when she was 16. Due to this, Culbreth was charged with 6 counts of murder and sentenced to 30 years in prison. Number 1. Michael Marin had it all: an Ivy League education, a multi-million-dollar mansion, and a job as a Wall Street trader. His life came crashing down in 2009 when he was fired from his job, and soon Michael couldn't cope with the expenses. On July 5th, 2009, having just $50 in his bank account, Michael called 911. He told the emergency service that his house was on fire and that he needed to escape. Luckily, he did escape from his burning home with a scuba diving suit.
I realized that I actually had some air left in that tank, and that's what enabled me to get back to the window and deploy that ladder.
Investigations into the fire led officers to believe Michael had set it himself, resulting in arson. Michael, who had been hoping for a huge insurance payout by setting the fire, was sentenced to 21 years in prison. Unable to bear the consequences of his crimes, the former Wall Street trader swallowed cyanide pills during his court sentencing and died.